Now, many of you will know that each and every week on Tuesday, we get to see the insurance registration coming from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio and Nio. As seen on the screen last week, for the period ending up to the 18th of August, which is last week on Sunday, Nio Sold total NEV insurance registrations of 3,300. Now, this is the same figure that we saw coming also on last week's report, flat, which I guess looking it on a weekly basis, these are pretty low numbers for Nio. But one of the things that you must note is that total cumulative that we have calculated for Nio, the cumulative for the first 4 days of August, including these 2 weeks, it therefore means that Nio is currently sitting at 10,600 or 10,602 vehicles. So this is something that it's pretty exciting, because when we look it on a weekly basis, it looks like, or it sounds like, Nio is not doing that much. These are poor insurance registration. But when we are looking at it in terms of the total cumulative, and that is the 10,600 we are talking about, you and me can agree that it is still possible that we see Nio delivering over 20,000 deliveries. And one of the things that we have been seeing, by the way, from trends of insurance registrations, the last 2 weeks are always the best, or the ones with more deliveries. I know that there are some months where we see first week, second week also doing well, but generally, or on average, last 2 weeks are the ones with most insurance registrations. So we'll see how many insurance registrations it's now going to get this week, and also next week until Saturday, because Saturday is the 31st of August next week, which, yeah, it's almost as good as the full week. So we still got 2 full weeks where Nio still needs to make sure that they scoop at least 9,400 in these last 2 weeks, as that will put them to over 20,000 insurance registrations. So yeah, man, we look forward. These insurance registrations are still coming, though Nio has sort of like written a letter to Leo to stop sharing these figures. These figures are still coming, which I suppose is a pretty good thing, especially those that like insurance registrations. I did not know that insurance registrations were out. Some of you already told me that I should check the insurance registration, and it is for that reason that, of course, I'm doing this video giving you the insurance registrations we just received from Leo, which includes Nio having 3,300 insurance registrations. Otherwise, looking at other EV companies, last week the XPeng scooped the 2,300 insurance registrations, and then Xiaomi 2,600, Zeekr 3,500, and then we've got Leo with 10,700, and last but not least, Tesla scooped 14,300, which shows you or tells you that, yeah, there are some companies that are still continuing to do well while others are still struggling. I mean, for a company like Leo, you will know that Leo, they are selling over 90% or over 95% of their sales are hybrid cars, and it is expected to be like that, because for a car company like them, there are so many consumers in China who are still not comfortable going for full EVs. We are still in a transition where we are seeing customers going to full EV cars, and to get to see Leo doing or reporting 10,700, it is not a train smash at all. But going to a mass market brand like XPeng, I think 2,300, it's a bit low. I mean, you'll know that XPeng, they just launched their new is it Mona 3, which is their mid sedan, which it's quite a beauty, and hopefully they also get to see their insurance registrations, their deliveries being boosted by there. You've also got Zeekr, which their 001 model is the one that is doing the most for them, and to see them having 3,500, I think it is really, really commendable. So I'm not that sad, because we still got 2 weeks, and hopefully we get to see Nio these last 2 weeks doing the most and getting the 9,400 insurance registrations for both 2 weeks, which that, or if they can get that, then it's another month where, of course, Nio is going to go over 20,000 deliveries when it comes to their monthly sales, which we look forward to. Now, one of the things that is making me not to panic that much is because of the orders that we've been getting from Nio. I mean, last week Nio saw over 5,000 orders coming to their books just last week alone, which shows you that the momentum of Nio getting these orders, it's not showing any signs of slowing down, and therefore even the deliveries, we might continue seeing Nio delivering over 20,000 models on a month to month, which is something that, of course, as investors, it makes us to be very happy, to be excited, because I mean, if Nio is to get another 20,000 or over 20,000 this month, then it will be the 4th month in a row where we are seeing Nio delivering over 20,000 deliveries on a month to month, which will be so good, amazing for the new investors to see this. I mean, last year in August, Nio had total deliveries of over 19,000, which any number from 20 going up, I think would have beaten the kind of deliveries they saw last year around the same time, which is something that is pretty good, right? I mean, I've been saying there's a possibility that we see Q3 Nio having total deliveries or total cumulative deliveries of over 60,000, which will be the very first time we see that happening. I mean, already July, Nio has scooped over 20,400, which therefore, or 20,498, which is the first good month. This month, if we get another 20,000, and the next month we get yet another 20,000, I think it will be positioning Nio. Profitability is getting really close, because the more they sell is the more money they make, and is the more gross margins they also generate, which that is something that we want to see as investors. Otherwise, with all that, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. So tell me what you think about these insurance registrations. Yes, as I've said, I'll say it again, these are not that good, or these are not good insurance registrations, as they are looking exactly the same as last week. But hopefully this week and next week we see at least some huge improvement, so that at least Nio can get over 20,000 deliveries for the month of August. So do your own DD before you buy this stock for the very first time, as it is quite volatile, and therefore it requires you to have done some due diligence. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your own stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.